Their euphoria was short-lived, intercepted by German troops who still held Saint Mihiel. Karl and Anna were led to the officers' quarters for interrogation. Karl was sent back to fight for the Germans, while Anna was sent to the infirmary to care for soldiers. On April 8th, the French forces launched an assault on Saint Mihiel, an opportunity that Karl would not let slip by.
Welcome to part 10 of Valiant Hearts, The Great War. This is a big one, because not all streams make it even this far, but we sure have with Valiant Hearts. It's also pretty big because my last part 9, was the second most viewed in the series so far. I was pretty surprised about that since the premiere, so I'm glad y'all are tagging along with me here. It has certainly been an epic adventure to this point. We are jumping in to Chapter 4 here already, and before we begin, I just wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive with some of the characters, just to kind of update with where we're at with everybody. So sort of in our last part, big focus was sort of finishing the plot lines with Freddy. Freddy was an American volunteer for the French forces from the beginning, and his whole plot revolved around him seeking revenge on von Dorf's regiment for their essentially murdering his wife, who I believe was from Paris, or they were there vacationing in Paris when the madness broke loose. And he's a big tough guy, so he tried to handle it all by himself. Ultimately, we succeeded by kicking von Dorf's ass, so that was an extremely rewarding experience. But I think for the most part, we're pretty much done with Freddy at this point. Going into Chapter 4, I think we're going to start closing up Karl, Emil, or really Karl and Anna's plot lines more so. Because Emil is still bedridden from the action that he has seen so far in the war. He was worried about his daughter and Karl's wife, Marie. Little burp there. Damn Canada Dry. He was worried about his daughter. He sends Anna, a friend of theirs, back to Saint Mihiel, to try to make sure that she is all right, just to kind of get an update and see what's going on. He was quite worried about her. On her way back, she runs into Karl, who of course made his escape from the French POW camp. He's obviously of German descent and typically fights for the Germans. He was captured by the French, escaped as a POW. He decides he wants to head back to Saint Mihiel to check in on, of course, his wife, Marie, as well. They're both going back to Saint Mihiel, him and Anna, basically for the same purpose. And they run into each other on the way back. But what they don't realize is Saint Mihiel is one of the towns that the Germans still occupy within France. That is very problematic for them. Karl, being still in fit condition, despite literally walking halfway back to Saint Mihiel from the front lines. I mean, he was pretty exasperated at one point, but they deem him fit enough to continue to fight for the Germans, so they've essentially are trying to redeploy him. And Anna, with her medical background, they're trying to employ her to continue looking after their troops, being the German troops. So that's where we're picking up with them. So Emil, I kind of see we've done so much with Emil in this game, so I would say we're pretty much done with him. He, for the most part, as far as we know right now, he's made it out alive. I don't know that we're going to see too much more of him. This is really going to be a lot about Karl and getting back to Marie and making sure that Marie and Victor are okay. I mean, that's how all of this started. We started on a small farm in Saint Mihiel, France, with Karl, Marie, and eventually Emil, the dad, shown as a big part of the picture, and you know, I think we're going to sort of conclude in that direction as well. Now, the French forces are planning an attack on Sommiel, where Karl is about to be redeployed. I mean, the Germans have Sommiel at the moment. They're attempting to redeploy him back to the front lines. He is aware of this incoming French attack, and he is going to somehow take advantage of it. That is yet to be seen. To once again try to make an escape and find his way to Marie. She's around here somewhere. I don't know if we read these historical facts or not. That's how long it's been. Yikes, oh no. Yeah, we did actually. Sommiel occupied by the Germans from September 1914. Sommiel was a key strategic position. We're about to see that play out. And mention of gas. So pockets of gas might stagnate in shell holes on the battlefield, preventing soldiers from removing their masks, which were restrictive and uncomfortable. So that'll probably play a part here as well. And I think we updated all of our diaries as well, which is awesome. So without further ado, I think we've given a run through of everybody. Karl right now has the benefit of being with Walt, so that's where Walt is sort of at. If your favorite character is Walt, forgot to update where he's at. But that's always a benefit having him with whatever character you're controlling. Gives you an ability to do more, manipulate more within puzzles. So let's see what happens. Some sort of paper, some sort of order, and he wants me to take it somewhere. I'm gonna explore my options first. Apparently I'm not suited for battle. I don't have the right pack or the right helmet. I guess we've got our papers now. Well, I guess, yeah, we're in a French uniform here, are we not? I think so. We gotta re-outfit.
You snooped your love. That's the best. Flux. Frette. And don't mail it.
We got 5 collectibles. I haven't seen anything so far. So we'll keep our eyes open. This is Walt's original owner. So Walt is very happy to be reunited with him. That was kind of a cool moment to see that. Hopefully we don't lose Walt. Karl seems to know this man quite well, though, as well. So he's helping us get to where we need to go to get re-outfitted here. New equipment, etc. Looks like a mess hall of sorts. That would be my guess. Okay, fine. I guess I'm not going any closer that way. Walt is staying with me for the time being. God, it's loud in here. He wants me to go upstairs. You want me to go up there? Alright. There's these things called collectibles I have to look for first, my dear friend. So there's a helmet and it says that... Oh, don't want to give him that. Good boy. We will have to go through this door, but let's go upstairs up here first.
What? Oh.
I keep going to like just hit the X button just in case there's something like hidden on the ground there. That's how I would pick it up. But he's giving his damn orders to Walt. Walt, stop trying to eat my damn papers.
Braves Tier.
Warte noch, wenn ich da mal schniggern mit der Zickzack.
Immer an der Krummstörung Lumpen anfrotzen.
Okay, we know we haven't missed any collectibles yet because that's the first one, a German identification tag. ID tags and different varieties of ID tags have been a big emphasis of collectible items so far. This is the German ID tag 1916 model, an identification tag with a detachable part used by the authorities in corpse administration. The main part was left on the body. This model was put in service late 1916. So midway point in the war? Maybe a little bit later. So we're going to change into the German outfit here so we don't get ourselves shot. Aww. At the end of the day, Karl and Walt are still Germans, so although it's easy for us here to sympathize with the Americans and the British, this is all they know. Uh-oh. Our friend had to go, so we're kind of on our own. There's the helmet we need. We know we need one of those little fancy Roman-style pointy helmets. I call them Roman-style. It looks like gladiator helmets. We need some sort of a combination. Ooh, I did not foresee this. When we tried to leave the area at the very beginning, the guy stopped us and he said specifically we need a helmet and a pack that looks like what's on this sign here. So we know this is the direction that we have to go in soon. This store here is also locked, so there's quite a bit I think we can find here. Let's explore our options down below again. We can go this way now. Oh, there's some keys.
What? Hey, what?
Doesn't look like there's a whole lot we can do here yet. Oh, lovely. Lovely day. I can throw one of those. Knock the keys down from behind. Well, that'll probably open that locked door on the upstairs level. That's our friend. So he got called back to horse duty. He did sort of hint that we are going in the right direction by pursuing this key. And there we go. We have to ring the bell. It's interesting that the bell plays a part here as well. Okay. And then somehow knock those keys down. Let's take one of these. I should maybe give one to Walt. Walt,
Come here, come.
come here. You hold on to that. And I'll take one. It's called backup ammo. Can't go any further to the left. What do we got here? Nope. Doing the flag race yet, but I'm so good at that. It's like my specialty in this game.
What?
Ah. So we definitely need the backup ammo. We gotta ring the bell to distract the guard. Have him come talk to us and then knock the key down. Because if I knock the key down where he's facing right now, he's just gonna pick it back up, put it back.
Button. Braves Tier.
What? Up. what?
Gut gemacht.
Holy moly, I just made it. Come here. It's okay. Oh man, it was. I didn't want to leave that screen there where I have Control Alt. I thought we were gonna have to do a reload. Phew. Okay, I hate that. But we have the keys now. All right, so we have more direction. We can at least go to that new area upstairs. Hopefully this will lead us to the combo we need to get our pack and helmet. Beauty. Aww. Well, it's like, oh man, I've been so tired of being with these blue French folks for so long. Now we are talking. So this actually did lead to our helmet. This is a flag. Okay. I do know where I can take a flag. Still no more in terms of collectibles. That's definitely marking the territory as German, but in this attack I'm embracing. This attack I'm bracing for, it's gonna come at any moment, and it wouldn't surprise me if the French scoop this place right back up. Alright, what did raising the flag accomplish? Is there a code on the flag? Okay, there is a number 1870. Perfect. That's gotta be for the door leading to our field gear.
Here come. Yeah. Go.
1870, right? 1870. Alright, let's see. So 1, it starts at 1. Let's go 1. Okay, it locked in as the first number. That's good. Okay, I get it now. 8. 7. Oh, shoot. See, now I'm second guessing myself. This is not good. Now I'm second guessing myself. This is why I need you guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's 1870. It's interesting that it locked in the 1 and the 8. There's also no 0 on the dial. So that's very Huh. Okay, let's go back up and maybe try again. Can we see it from this window? From a window anywhere? There it is. Oh, and there's inscriptions on the window. Okay, so looking straight at it. To me, the first number would be 8, based on the first Roman numeral pointing to the number 8, looking square at the window. The second Roman numeral is pointing at what looks to me to be a 1 and a 3. Oh, I was thinking, how could this be? And then I thought, look for a window. When the flag is raised, maybe like, yeah. Wow. We've talked a little bit about how the puzzles have become more complex. I like that. That was a cool one. So, oh boy, make me think again. So it's 8. Just because they go green, that doesn't mean that it's correct. See, that's where I was mistaken. That's why couldn't understand why 1870 wasn't working. First of all, it's only 3 digits, duh. Going green like that just means that it's locking that number in as a selection. So it would be 8, 1, and 5, right? That's how we do. This is how we do it. Remember that show with Howie Mandel? Great time. Weird. So it looks like we have missed a collectible somewhere. We found this broken French bayonet, however. Unlike the broader German bayonet, the French bayonet was needle-like and designed to pierce enemies and cause serious internal damage. French foot soldiers were disappointed with the bayonet's damage potential, so added notches to create further damage as the bayonet was removed. Yikes. Pretty vicious. Oh, here we go. Literally ran right into the smoke. The gas, that's how blind I am. Oh, shit. Oh man, I think I'm being a bit too aggressive here. Let's hold back a little. Oh no, Walt's master just took one for the team. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We gotta go, Walt. Hey, buddy. We gotta go, buddy. It's okay. I know. It's okay. Come here, buddy.
Hey, Walt! Walt, come here!
I know, Walt. Oh, Walt, buddy. It's okay. Well, this is weird because I've been so used to in this game so far being on the opposite end of the German machine guns. This kind of feels good, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, I totally thought I just lost Walt. Okay. There's a gas mask, and as per the historical facts, we know we're gonna need one of those, but we can't just send Walt in. Oh, I feel really, really bad about Walt. Walt has been so good to us, and finally reunites with his master, and then has to take that. Hopefully that's the end of the tragedy. I need something to throw to like destroy that bomb or something. I can't just send Walt in there. I need something.
What?
So I thought maybe if I was close enough to the hook there, Walt could just lift me up. Still missing something. Found another collectible, so it looks like we will have missed one in this mission. The hip flask, however, could be secreted nicely into a trouser or jacket pocket and generally contained a wee dram of the strong stuff to give soldiers a hearty nip before strolling into danger or after pulling through a tight spot. I mean, hell yeah, I think that's the only way anybody in their right mind could do what some of these men did. I don't blame them for wanting to have the odd sip here and there. Christ. Okay, so I attack the hook, okay? That's how this works?
What?
Aha! Thank Walt again. So that one's actually for Walt. Oh, and now that he has his own gas mask, I was thinking, if we're gonna get a gas mask, we're gonna have to try and figure something out too for this silly boy. All right, so now he can go get me my gas mask, and we can sort of move on with our lives here.
Hey, what?
Guter Hund.
Oh Oh my god, we were literally just up here and all these machine guns were ripping away and now everyone's dead. And I think I see some French troops back there. Oh shit. We should probably get out of here. Oh, lucky. I thought, I might as well go all the way to the left just to see if that last collectible just happens to be sitting there. Lo and behold, the heavy German helmet. This helmet was introduced to replace the pointed German helmet, or the so-called Roman helmet as I called it earlier, on the battlefield to protect soldiers from shrapnel. It was much thicker than the French model and offered better protection. Its rim even protected the ears. The price of such protection was that it was much heavier. Wow, more than double. The heaviest helmet ever to have been produced. And that's more of the type of helmet you think of seeing sort of the Nazis almost wear throughout World War II.
While Carl was about to finally make it back home, Freddy was joining the Canadian troops stationed at Vimy. In the sky, George, a British aviator from the Royal Air Force, was spotting the German positions for artillery support. On this day, Canadian troops led the charge.
April 9th, 1917, Vimy Ridge. I did not expect Freddy to have another mission sort of where he is the central character. I thought, you know, with him sort of having sought out Von Dorf and succeeded in giving him a little butt kick, I thought that was pretty much it. I mean, he did his due diligence. He you know, put his work in, and I thought, you know, that would be it. But I guess Freddy is that kind of guy where he doesn't give up, and now he's working with the Canadian troops. Represent, love it. Interesting. Very interesting. And we got away with our gas masks as Carl and Walt there at the end of that last mission, and it sort of panned back, and I think it was trying to show us that, you know, like the farms there in Saint-Mihiel are right there. Like Marie is very close for Carl. We're not too far now. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what transpires with that saga. Let's have a look and see if there are any new diaries. There are not. Yeah, I thought if anything we would maybe go back to Anna, but yeah, I did not foresee Freddy. I thought our chapter with Freddy was closed. We do have one new historical fact. Here it is, Vimy Ridge. Vimy Ridge is a 5-mile-long strategic position commanding the surrounding plains. April 9th, 1917, 100,000 Canadians represent, launched an attack on the ridge and seized it back. In 1922, France granted Canada permanent use of the hill to commemorate their war dead, and 11,000 trees were planted to commemorate the 11,000 soldiers without known graves. The hill subsequently became a symbol of Canada's national unity and of its coming of age as an independent nation. Yes, indeed. Represent. I should really stop doing that. All right, let's see. I love Freddy is a great character because he's, as I've said multiple times now, just such a great butt kicker. Let's kick some butt. we are not going that way. We finally made it across that stretch of a battlefield. We made it back into another area of Canadian control here where we have some cover. Another little cannon that we can fire here as well. Let's do a little bit more exploring here. This is not the first time we've had the pleasure of sort of commanding a group of men under Freddy. And it's a lot of fun. Last time I commanded a group of, I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 men or whatever, and I think only 2 of them survived by the end. Canadians don't give up. We are here in numbers and here to stay. We got you, Freddy. Only 3 collectibles here in this chapter. First, the Brody helmet. The Brody helmet was also known as the Tommy or shrapnel helmet and was worn by all British Empire forces, whether British, Canadian, or Australian troops. Even the American Army used it when they first joined the war. Its distinctive form brought it a whole host of other nicknames: dishpan hat, tin pan hat, wash basin, and battle bowler. The Germans called it the holy moly, I don't know if I can say this right, but I'm going to say Salashusel, or salad bowl. So there's 2 more collectibles here. That's why I wanted to take a second to explore before we start blowing more shit up here. This is a cool little view from this little pillbox here. Pretty explosive around here, so we will certainly have to be careful. We talked about ID tags being so prevalent in terms of collectibles. The other thing is helmets. Now we've seen a few different kinds of helmets, and it's been interesting to watch the evolution of helmets from 1914 to 1918, and it just shows to go ya. The sort of tech development that happens in all areas when there's a war, because everyone's looking to do things just in a better and more efficient way. Totally not condoning war, but it definitely pushed us towards discovering better ways of doing a lot of things. No way, I can use this to spot targets. I don't know if that's my goal at the moment. Because I've got this thing I can fire here as well. King of the hill. So yeah, I think we gotta take out these guns, because that's what's causing me to not be able to go forward at all. I think I'm missing something here. Right, we need to get to the cannons. I get that, my friend. Gotta get rid of these guns first, though, no? Yeah, definitely missing something here. No doubt about it. That's for like spotting. That's not like a gun I can fire. Oh, I didn't try this spinning wheel. Oh. Okay, I got it now. We gotta find out. We gotta spot these guns. So, right about there. What's that? Like 66. 65 or 66. Let's try 65. 65 should get one. And the other gun is... Whoa. I would say about 5. So 5 and 65. Ready or not, here I come. One down, one to go. So that was the gun located at 65. So you have to use the spotter to get the location of the gun, and then of their gun, and then use that location to translate it to our gun. Input the coordinates and fire. Love it, man. This game just continues to impress me. Close enough. Oh, can we not go back out on that battlefield again? We finally made it to safety. Again. Hopefully, like I said, we don't have to go back up there again. But now we're where I think we need to be here, this giant cannon. This should certainly kick some butt. That's the theme of this video. Kicking some butt. So once again, our progress, or our attempt to progress, is being stymied by artillery from the Germans. So we need to take care of said artillery with this lovely cannon here. But like any cannon, it must be loaded. Alright, that completed this system of gears here. No grenades, yeah, I imagine things could get quite explosive down here. These sort of cannon shells, or even like mortar shells, can obviously be quite explosive. Canadian coins, the second collectible. Hopefully we can go 3 for 3 in this level. Canadians already used cent and dollar pre-independence. In 1914, they were minted with the image of King George V. Canadians in France earned $1.1 per day. As a Canadian, that can definitely puts it into perspective for me quite plain and simply, corresponding to the average daily wage of an office or factory worker. Think about the kind of work that these Canadian soldiers are doing versus office or factory workers. Not that it's bad to be an office or factory worker, but I would say that these Canadian soldiers probably should have been paid a little more. Alright, our cannon is turned now. Oh, and it's where it needs to be, I guess, to get sort of auto-loaded. So, can we do our tang now? Oh, this is going to be fun.
Let's go, boys. Come on, boys. Okay, boys, hey, you! Let's go, boys!
Okay, I get it, I'm trying to see where the hell I'm supposed to be firing. I'm trying here. Oh, I just have to fire and this guy's gonna spot for me. Amazing. So he's saying northwest. Okay, we gotta listen.
Southwest! Southwest!
Bada bing, bada boom. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, man. Oh. Got away from the falling tank and everything there, and I just couldn't. Just a little bit too antsy with that machine gun up ahead. Alright, let's try that again. What else are they going to send at me? This ass takes off in the tank. Leaves me behind. That was actually a German that I walked into. I did not mean to do that, I swear it. I was like, oh, this is the gun that I'm going to send at this machine gun over here. Let me just get out of fire here for a second behind my guy here. Oh, that guy just stabbed me in the chest. So we've pushed this cover towards the machine gun nest, which has essentially pushed the machine gun fire sort of inwards, giving the Canadians and ourselves some space to move up, and we're basically right at the German lines now. So we're going to have to be careful about who we're coming across here, because there will be a lot of German faces around, no doubt. Well, that took a few pulls, but I'll take it. Third and final collectible in this level means we have another perfect mission, finding all the collectibles. That's about our third or fourth at least now. Crest model. Relief models of hills were made so that soldiers could visualize their objectives. Very cool, kind of like a grade 6 art or science project.
So many failures and sacrifices, the Canadians finally managed to take the hill back from the Germans. The United States' entry into the war grew more certain by the week. The last letter from Freddie's younger brother confirmed his country's newfound eagerness to join the fight. Carl was within a few hundred yards of Emil's farm when the rumbling of the French air patrols began thundering through the April sky.
All right, April 9th, 1917 now. We're flipping back to Carl. Firstly, wasn't that such a beautiful scene? Camera panning back. Oh, that beautiful flag, beautiful Canadian flag being lifted up onto the horizon as we take back Vimy Ridge from those pesky Germans. Oh man, that felt really good. And another success, one with Freddy. Had to use our old noggin there a little bit again in the heat of the battle, but we made it through, and we took it back. I told you we'd do it with them there, Canadians. So now we're back with Carl, back trying to get to Emil's farm, back to his wife Marie. The rural world during the winter. With most able-bodied men at the front, farm production still had to continue to feed the population. Women, the elderly, and children were set to work on farms. The requisitioning of horses, oh boy, that was a tough one for a minute, made tilling the land even harder. Prisoners of war were also used to help the war effort. 4 collectibles to be found here. Samuel Emil's farm. Oh, sweet. We've got a few new diaries we can go through here as well. I think this is a new one from Freddy. I don't remember this one from Carl. I'm not a spy. How many times do I have to tell them to make them believe me? Having served under Von Dorf isn't helping matters either. If only I could see Marie and Victor, just for 1 minute. I have to know they are safe, but seeing them means getting out of here first. Maybe we did read that one, but here's definitely a new one from Freddy. At least you've been spared this madness. The whole world has gone crazy. Even my younger brother wants to enlist. I have to talk some sense into him. He has no idea of the hellfire and damnation going on here. It was a glorious victory today with my Canadian comrades. But at what price? I was thinking during that little cutscene, I don't think Freddy is going to be too thrilled about the thought of his younger brother coming into the war. Obviously the Americans are kind of on the verge at this point of joining this so-called Great War. Could potentially kill so many more men. I think we're gonna call it. I'm at basically right at about the hour mark, and most of our Valiant Hearts videos have been right around an hour. I find it's a pretty good spot. I just got to get in the habit of uploading a little bit more frequently. No, just had a lot going on, especially since the holidays and whatnot. I hope all is going well with y'all. Thanks again for tuning in for part 10. It's always nice having you along. Makes a difference seeing those view counts go up, those like counts. Make sure to completely obliterate that like button. Keep the convo on Valiant Hearts going down below. I know that there's quite a community out there apparently who holds Valiant Hearts really near and dear, so don't be shy. Keep a convo going down below. Let me know what you think. Be real. And subscribe so that you can see when the conclusion to Valiant Hearts gets posted. And I have a feeling that's probably going to be pretty soon. I would imagine we have maybe about 3 or 4 like missions. And by missions, like each mission has its own set of collectibles, its own set of historical facts, etc. So still a little bit, but probably part 12. I still think, and a while back I said that would probably be our last part. I still think that's probably going to be the conclusion to it all. I don't think it's too far away. I don't know. Maybe I can make it happen within the week. We'll see what happens. But like I said, stay subscribed so that you know when all my vids are coming at you, regardless of how long it might take me. Lol. From all of us at Sweetfish Plays, I will see you on the other side.